What's up, guys? My name is GreyWolf2484, and welcome back to another episode of Alpha 2 Omega. This is episode 4. So, it's actually been about 24 hours since my last recording session, but I have not been idle. You may notice that I have a little bit more money, and we have our ship. So, I've been doing a lot of mining. It's what I know, it's a very quick way to make money, and I'll go over a few things that we've done in-game while you guys weren't able to see. So this way you guys can kind of understand what all's gone on behind the scenes. The only reason I didn't record yesterday is there was a lot of construction work yesterday outside my house. It was like, this won't make for great recording. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and skip the rest of the tutorial, because from here on out, we're on our own. So, while we've been active, all these things have cleared. Like, a friend of mine got the game and actually started trying to play. So let's see. Skill train, we got the Gallente Destroyer, the Gallente Cruiser, which allowed us to actually fly the ship. Remote armor repair systems. Some drone durability. I mean, like, a lot of skills have finished. And you'll notice that we're currently in another queue that has 16 hours. Right now, what I'm currently doing is I'm having it train drone durability, which actually allows my drones to function better. But this right here unlocks the ability for us to use the light armor maintenance drone, which I actually found out, if we really wanted to go into it, we can use the medium maintenance drone, and then mind you, it will take a little longer to use, because this requires like repair drone operation 2, whereas the light armor drone only requires repair drone operation 1. So I figured in the essence of getting things moving faster, we would just go ahead and use the lights for now. I don't actually know how to use them, so this will be interesting. But the drone durability actually is going to give us more shields and armor and hull hit points on our drones, as well as a bonus to fighter hit points, which I'm assuming are just another form of drone. Again, guys, remember, I'm not all knowing on this game. I am literally coming in as though I'm almost an alpha. I've seen a couple videos online, and you know, that's effectively what you could equate my knowledge to, is how many videos have you seen online. So, I'll go ahead and get a few of these slapped in here. Because effectively, Gallentes are drone boats. 90% of our damage comes from our drones. So you want to be able to control them as far away as possible. Now, however, that being said, I kind of noticed something a little interesting with this build that I'm surprised I didn't look at. Which, by the way, we should be able to bring these on now. Yep, cool. Yeah, by the way, I have the build ready to go. So, like, it's technically ready to go, and apparently it's technically cap stable. It's not, like, perfect by any means, but the only thing we're missing from the fitting right now is the actual maintenance drones. But, check this out. So I hover over these, right? And you're like, oh, okay, so he's got the shots already loaded, and, you know, and I've already got the... Oh, which, by the way, we have a medium Solus scoped repair armor repairer. This one I just found it repaired a little more at a little farther distance, so I was like, hey, why not? And I slightly altered the build. Just slightly. So instead of having a just medium remote armor repairer, we got a specialty named one. Now, I'm going to be straightforward and honest with you guys. I actually got lazy. I'm not going to lie. I had an alt account. And said alt account had a ship that I wanted to buy. I paid my alt account the money for that ship. This Miasmos, right here, the ship here, all it's for is for hauling ore. Okay? I paid my alt the price that it would cost to get this ship. I did not fudge any numbers. But I'm letting you guys know this because whereas I took a kind of cheater's way out, all I did, in all honesty, was save myself 5 jumps, because the closest one at the time of me trying to go and get one was 6 jumps away, whereas my alt has this 1 jump away. So I paid my alt to get this ship, and you can see all the like market transactions stuff of us buying things. Now the great thing here, you'll notice there's a 10 million transaction. That's just ores. You'll see down here there's another like 22. No, I guess it's not on this page. There's like another 22 million transaction that's, yeah, like see 3 million, 1 million, 3 million, 3 million. Like, we were all the way up to like 23 million. And some rookies hit me up. Get this. Rookies hit me up in rookie chat, and they were like, hey, how do we do da-da-da-da-da? And nobody was answering the question, so I hit him back up. I was like, oh, you do it just by going with this. Like, one guy had a question about drones, asking whether or not Warrior ones or Hobgoblin ones were better. In my personal opinion, Hobgoblins in the starter areas will be better for you, but every drone has its own purpose. So, what did we do? Well, I decided that this guy said, well, I've only got 1.4 million, I've been working at it for a little while, and I can only afford 2 Hobgobs. I could get 3 Warrior 1s. I was like, you know what, bud? I've got this extra cash, because I had bought the ship. I bought this ship here, and bought all the parts for it. Okay? So, I had some extra cash. I just gave him 2 million. I was like, here, go buy your actual, the drones that, you really will benefit more from. Okay? Another rookie hits me up, and he noticed I answered that guy's question. He asked me, hey, how do I go about doing, God, what in the world was his question? I'm trying to remember what his question was. His question was something a little more complex. Oh, it was his venture. His venture wouldn't work because it had something that he couldn't use. Which all it had was this mining laser upgrade, which I'll go ahead and show you guys how to check what something needs. Let's say if this was dark like this, and every time you turn it on there was a message, don't have the required skills, or, there's a reason it can't turn on. Okay, when you go to power on a unit, you're going to notice that your bars move, okay? In this case, CPU moves. If you don't have enough CPU, this can't turn on. You don't have enough power, this can't turn on. Now let's say, for instance, you've got both those, and it still won't turn on. Well, you go right here to the requirements tab, which is what I had to explain to this guy. Ooh, excuse me. What I had to explain to him and show him that the mining upgrades, you need this skill to turn this on. Now, mind you, this is a venture that they literally send you, other than this survey scanner, which, by the way, if you are a miner or wanting to do mining, pick yourself up a survey scanner. You will be very, very happy. What these do is, and notice they don't even require anything. You start with CPU management 1. Okay? But they scan all the rocks around you, which actually allows you to pinpoint exact precise ores that you want. So let's say, for instance, you have a contract for 10,000 pieces of Veldspar from a career agent. Well, rather than having to go through your mining tab and look and see where the Veldspar is and hope that it has 10,000 pieces, you can use a survey scanner and immediately find it. You can literally go, oh, hey, that rock's got 10,075 pieces. I'm just going to go after that rock. Right? So that saves you time. Now, mind you, you can only hold 5,000 pieces in an adventure, but that's another time. So, what I was doing yesterday while playing around with my friend, we were literally just running around mining, which, by the way, not gonna lie, 10 hours of mining to get the amount of money that we had. 23 million and some change, and we have 3 million left after buying our ship. So if you're literally playing along, there were 10 hours of mining. Okay? You don't have to do that, because there are other ways, such as mission running. But that's just, I kind of default to, because again, my 2 Omegas are miners. I run a mining coalition, you know, so it's like, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me not to mine when I know that very well. Oh, by the way, guys, here's a cool thing. Glad that popped up in chat. So every once in a while, I see questions in Rookie Chat. How do I join a corporation? Well, one way is literally look for people doing ads like this, where if you click on this ad, you can actually look at the corporation information. If it'll pull up, there it goes. A little bit of lag. Internet may not be doing too great today. And it'll tell you a little bit more about them. Looking for exploration, mission running, incursion, trading, mining, research. Basically, these guys are looking for anybody they can get. New pilot friendly. When you see this, kind of hold a grain of salt towards it. Okay? If they don't have an actual time zone defined and they have this, assume that they are literally like a rookie corporation that somebody is making just trying to get other rookies. Okay? Usually most really serious corporations have a time zone unless they are literally global. If they are a global corporation, like for instance my corporation that I run, the Turkin Mining Coalition, it has no how to say this? It has no time zone stated because we have people from Australia, England, China, the States. I mean, we've got people all over the globe. Now, that's not to say that we're huge, because we're not. We're really not. We're a group of like 6 people, I believe. But we've got enough people to literally warrant having that, because there might be somebody on at all times of the day. You never know. Now, that being said, this is a good way you could join a group. You can read about them. Notice here that they've got, I notice they have their language listed as German here, so I'm going to guess this is all German. I don't speak German, so to me, that's not really something I would want to join. If you are a German player of EVE Online, that'd actually probably be pretty good, because I don't see very many German corporations, but having a corporation where you're not being forced to speak a language outside of your natural may actually be beneficial. Just like I wouldn't want to join a Spanish coalition because, I'm not gonna lie, I don't speak Spanish. But, alright, so today what we're gonna do is, we've got our new pretty ship. And it is, as I said, very pretty. If you're curious about the fitting, I will pull this up here, kind of cheat and make it a little bit bigger for you guys. If you want to, pause the video and look right through here. But here's what I wanted to go over with you guys. You know how we were talking about making this ship be able to combat for itself? I never figured I would make an artillery. I didn't realize that this thing has, like, amazing targeting capabilities. Like, it can target at 57.75 km, right? So it can target a ways off, okay? Its guns can fire at 53 kilometers and have a chance of hitting. Within 40 kilometers, which, by the way, this is technically considered sniping. Not, like, full perfect sniping, because I believe sniping is over 101 kilometers. That's technically sniping, but for a rookie ship, this is sniping. Okay? But, and this isn't even using the best, like, range amplifier ammo. There is a better ammo. Let's see if I can have it do this. Used with, I believe it's uranium? No. Iron. Yeah, iron actually increases it by 60. 60 increased optimal range and 30% reduced capacitor need. Now, the reason that actually matters is how much you're going to be firing. If you're firing a lot of guns very quickly, meaning like if you've got like 6 high slots and 6 high slot turrets, and you're firing them all at once, you will drain your capacitor. Your capacitor will die. Very slowly. Actually, not even very slowly. Like, it'll be like a just do-do-doom, 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 and then capacitor's dead. So, so yeah, that's a thing. And then I was like, okay, well, they had us get this, you know, medium remote repair augmenter. They had us get one of them, and they wanted us to get 2. I changed it up instead and got an auxiliary current router to basically give us a little more room down here. A little more room up here as well. So that was like, how long can this thing go? And then I got to looking. Range of within 65 kilometers. Optimal range of within 51. We're a snipe healer, too. We don't... Like, in every 6 seconds, we can heal someone for 252 HP. Most beginner ships, like, let's look at my health here. My armor, which is the thing we're going to be repairing, is 4,496. You have to forgive me, guys. I have a little bit of a cold, and I'm a little nervous. Today I start a new job, so my brain's a little scatterball. But so we can snipe heal things. But that being said, if something gets on top of us, or if we decide to get on top of it, we have a web of fire. What this does allows us to slow things down. Now, that being said, the more I look at this, considering that we've kind of made a sniping tank, I almost want to get another one of these. Like, I'm going to simulate the fit real quick and see what that actually does to us. Let's here... That just make us even more cap stable. Yeah, it does. Tell you what, we're gonna do that. Because I don't see anything getting directly on top of us, and even if they do, we've got our drones, and we're beefy. So, like, it shouldn't be a thing that, you know, that things get on top of us. Now, that being said, something I didn't think to look at, how far can we... So, like, here's a problem that we're going to have. So, yes, we can target it at 57 and shoot at that range, right? But our drones can only target at 25. So, actually, you know what? I think I like the build we have, yeah, exit simulation. I think I like the build we have then, because that does mean, for right now, we do have to get on top of stuff. Until we can control our drones further, which is what training these will do. This right here will take it up to where we control it at 30 km. This will take it up to 35, and then I can get it one more, which will take it up to, from 35, it'll take it up to 40 km. So, like, Gallente are drone boats, and yes, they are great ships, and great styles of ships, but they do rely on your drones to be able to hit things. So that's kind of a... Even though we can snipe things, we're not exactly great at sniping. So, we're gonna talk to an agent, if there is an agent. There's no agent here. So we're gonna talk to an agent, and let's see. We want to do... That's a storyline security mission. Security mission. Security. I don't really want to work for the Astro Mining Company again. Let's set destination to you. Oh, I meant to show you guys. So in our inventory, we have a couple of things now. We have these scientists. This stuff I'm gonna guess is main storyline. But here's those armor repairers. Like, I almost fitted this to just be able to repair ourselves, and I remembered we had of our drones. So yeah, we can repair ourselves with the drones. I do know that. But they did give us an Incursus blueprint if we wanted to make another Incursus, that ship they gave us to die in. And then we have this. I actually bought this to fit to that venture when I was playing with my friend who just started the game. She was having a lot of trouble figuring out some of the controls and such, and in the tutorial, the very first part, she almost died. And so I was thinking, hell, if I could just go with her and not necessarily shoot things for, because I was going to go on a venture with mining rigs and such, and a salvager. I was just literally going to go and, let's see, move these to attack, and then move these drones to rep. So, what this basically does is this allows us to very quickly shoot out what we need to. So if we need, 5 attack drones out, we can quickly shoot that out. But, yeah, so I have those basically because I was just going to float around with her, kind of be an NPC distraction. And it was kind of a neat idea. I've actually had forgotten how much a true rookie can struggle with the controls, even with the tutorial, because the tutorial's pretty good. But it does lack a little bit. Also, I've adjusted my buttons. Just to adjust a button, you just click on it, drag, you can move it. I don't like having my passive modules up here. Things that I'm going to want to activate quickly, I have on the top bar. Things that I'll activate sporadically, mid bar. Things that I don't activate, bottom bar. That's just something I do. You can do whichever you prefer. Keep in mind all your passive modules, like so for this X-Guar, we have a ton of low slots, which are 90% passive, mind you. Hello, planet. We don't need to activate these passive modules for them to work, because most of them are just armor anyways. So I think that is the wife with my food. Hello, wife with the food. How is the wife?
Delivering noms.
Okay, thank you. So, you want to say hi today?
Hi!
So, I was just covering how we're technically a sniper, even in healing. We can heal snipe from 65 km away.
So,
and can only target at 57 km. So, we can heal farther than we can.
Are you gonna just start targeting people that are on missions and it's just like, who healed me?
Not here in the background. Don't mind me.
I'm getting out of here now before something realizes I'm here.
Well, actually, my intended goal, believe it or not, is actually to see if players will tip you when you're in, like, combat sites for healing them. Huh. But if something gets on top of me, I wanted to have a way to, like,
you're the support.
Get away! Like the just. But the idea was, if they do tip, can we make enough money
to make a living?
To make a living running around being a support? I don't think so. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I really don't think this idea is gonna work. We're probably gonna have to change up our game plan.
From the different games that you and I have played together that have co-op ability, support is a very thankless job.
Yes.
No one... I'm usually a support for Grey Wolf here. And he's the exception to it because he understands, because he's been a support.
We're being a support now.
I know, but in other things, he has been a support. He understands it's a thankless job, and getting a thank you, just a thank you, is like makes your whole day.
Yep. And it's really strange how, like, when you try and tell people that, it's like, yeah, somebody actually thanked me for healing them today, and like other people are like, what are you talking about? To non-gamers, it's like, so you're a doctor? Well, kind of.
Or it's like, do you normally hurt them? Why would they not thank you?
Yeah. Or my favorite is when you're talking with other gamers, though. Like, my absolute favorite is when you get that ignorant person. And I say this, like, openly because we've all been there. When we get that person that refuses to play a support. Just refuses to be a support, even though, like, your team needs it. Like, it is so heartbreaking when you're a support main, but then realize you kind of wanted to do something else. You kind of wanted to do this or wanted to do that, but can't.
Or they were in a game without you, and they're like, we need a healer, and they pick a DPS when you have plenty.
Yeah,
or a tank when you have plenty.
Yeah, but I mean, it's that kind of thing. Now, interestingly enough, this little ship that we've made, I'm going to look at the fitting again to show you guys this, because we're about to start our missions.
Okay. just to let you know, though, I'm sorry this is going to be on your recording. I am going to be heading to the store on her behalf as well. Is there anything
Walmart?
you need? A store.
Okay.
That side of town.
I told you, if possible, I'd love a Big Blue.
Mm.
Just because it's got a stronger caffeine content than we've normally been drinking.
Mm.
But if you can't, we just need to get gas.
Okay.
So.
She's given me like money for her what she wants and such already.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know I will be out longer than you're expecting.
Okay, as long as you are home before
I will
have
be.
to leave.
It's a one item run.
Okay. As long as you're home before I have to leave, I don't care.
I just have to leave you in the room with the little doll you don't like.
You could gladly take that with you.
You get so mad when I take it with me, though.
Jesse, you're a jerk. And you know it. Alright, so what I noticed here is that we actually made this thing kind of an armor tank. I don't really know how much 4,000 HP is in terms of armor tanking. But I feel like it's going to be enough to actually warrant. But we're gonna run some missions real quick. So let's see, what do you need?
What are you running at me?
The pirates have set up a blockade near the hidden Stargate and Alentine and are swarming any passerbys, which are mostly merchants and civilians. Pirates tend to create these temporary blockades at ill-defended Stargates, usually ones that have been set up by civilians and are not guarded by the forces, but we still have an obligation to protect these citizens. Therefore, I want you to fly in the Stargate and eliminate the illegal blockade. So, the following rewards will be yours when you complete this mission. 80,000 ISK, 86 loyalty points, which we'll cover loyalty points later. Not really something you have to be worried about. And a bonus reward. If I complete this within 3 hours and 22 minutes, which we're going to, we get another 80,000 ISK. So we're going to go ahead and accept this job. Take care. Your mission begins. So we're going to undock. What's up, dear?
Can you hold on to her? She keeps trying to run after me, and I don't want her going out the door.
Yeah, give her here.
You get to introduce people to Whiny Cat.
No, I can't.
You can't. No, I'm talking about.
I know, but I can't because right now the microphone's in a really rough spot. So
Well, if they hear me.
I'm currently holding a cat. If you guys are watching this from my YouTube channel, you know the cat from my trailer that I'm having to hold during the trailer? Yeah, no, this is the cat that I'm having to hold again, so that Jesse can get out of the house. Yeah, you're okay. Here, you want some food? You smell Fredo? Did you guys smell Fredo? I don't care. Here, get up there. I'm gonna stay up here for a little bit. Cool thing about missions, you can literally just say warp to location. Stay here. You're okay. Gotta wait till Jesse opens and closes the front door. Then I can let her go. Although the cat is, like, seriously stepping on the keyboard. Hurry up and get out the door! Okay. Alright. Kitty cat can now go away. Love the cat to death, but... ugh. Since she's figured out she can get out the front door to go outside. She just loves running out the front door. Alright, guys, so... we get here and we go, oh my god! There's so many pirates! Whatever will we do? What we do is we just right-click, launch drones. Right-click, launch drones. Once you're... and then we go katunk, 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 katunk. I don't know how many things we can have targeted in this ship. Then we're gonna blast it. I only have four targets. Now the cool thing is about the drones in space, you'll notice they say idle right now. Well, the minute I actually get hit, these guys are gonna jump into combat, or they should. But I'll probably just go ahead and tell them to jump into combat right now anyways. So they're gonna engage on this guy. I'm engaging this guy. But you'll notice they eat things a lot faster than I do. So we're gonna go open this wreck. Always make sure you loot your wrecks if possible. But you notice we don't do a ton of damage. Like we're not intended to do tons and tons of damage. That's not our thing. But we got to take out this tower so that we can actually move around. So while I have the drones kind of just out fighting, they will choose who they fight by themselves as well. So and you'll notice some of the wrecks don't actually drop anything, but holy crap, here comes some bad things. So now we're going to do something kind of weird. We're going to orbit this. Because remember how I told you needed to stay orbiting? Yeah. So just as I said, we're going to stay orbiting. We're going to let them come to us. Because why not, right? And while we're waiting, let's go ahead and reload. Because they're going to take a little while to get into range. And I think this is supposed to, like, scare you upon immediately blowing that up. I think you're supposed to get a little bit terrified here. Oh, there's, like, Feldspar here, too. So actually, we'll go orbit him, but we'll orbit him at a range of 7,500. Why not? So we're gonna go take them on, because our job was to destroy all of these pirates, not just some, but all. So since that's our job, that's what we're gonna do. Get pirates on like multiple angles. Yeah. I see 3 blips. I do have some mail. Oh, yeah. That and then. Oh, yeah, by the way, the beginner ship they give you apparently is insured. Oh, and because we can do this, these guys are kind of squishy. That is what we are. We are of a ship class that can do that kind of thing. Wait for the cycle. Click again. See, if you had somebody that with a salvager, they could be going out around right now and just cleaning up these wrecks. That I can't do anything with, sadly. But we do want to open that. So you see how there's these yellow brackets around these guys? That means they're trying to target me. Also, good note is to see how long you can see how long it's actually taking us to get within range of these. And how long it's taking us to actually get a lock on things. So here, and then gunner it. The drones are really there more for us to have kind of a backup, if you will. Hey, look, some tungsten small. We can't use that, but... No, honestly, this ship is probably a little too overpowered for this job. Just a small tiny bit. Yeah, so this is one of their bigger ships, and like we're not even phased by it. Just so you guys know, when you are fighting with people, cool thing you can do if you have a ship like this, you can physically get in their face and just kind of zip around them. That's interesting. Sensor dampener. Now, mind you, you would need a much bigger propeller to do that, but it is something you can do. But notice we've not even been able to get in range to activate our web of fire. It's going to be more for actual, like, if we have to fight players. I don't see us having to fight players right now. But I guess it is technically possible. So, something you should be aware of. People can engage you wherever they want. They don't just have to engage you in sectors where it's considered legal. They can technically fight you wherever they want. Now, there are things to discourage that. So, you know, so we're going to be able to, like, shoot at him and take large chunks off, but, like, we're not at the same time. Oh, hey, look, a hobgoblin. Sweet. So now we're going to start approaching them, because if any of them drop loot, we want it. Once they're in 26, I can actually go, hey! Or once they're within 25, I can go, hey! Drones! Engage that guy! So I'm gonna tell the drones to engage that target. We're gonna engage this guy. Oh my god, something's actually finally got to shoot us. More... No, that's thorium. See, and that's the interesting thing about these rookie ship, or about the rookie pirates you'll fight, is they can't target really far. So it's not like, oh my god, you know, they're going to be out sniping you. They have a target range of like 30. Alright, so let's go ka-dunk, 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 ka-dunk. And let's approach. So this is to give you kind of a lengthy combat experience. Interesting enough for us, we're able to snipe at such a far range that really these guys don't have much chance. Because you'll notice, like, other than when we initially warped in on the sector, we haven't been hit. That's the rather interesting thing with this support build, is using this ammo, we're doing enough damage. Like, we don't need anything stronger. We're doing enough damage. And if, you know, let's say we had an ally out here. Which, by the way, to the gentleman who asked if he could join my adventures, gentleman or madam, feel free to. I mean, like, I'm just a dude flying out in space. You know, I mean, like, who am I to tell you what you can or can't do, right? I mean, like, if you want to come find me, I'm in, right now I'm in Lente 7. So, like, they're still not even shooting me, and they're within 19. So that means they must be, like, a 15 target range. Whereas we're a target range of... Oh, yeah, and by the way, if they get a shot off on us, which apparently they did, yeah, they dinked my shields. You notice our drones immediately go into combat action. They're like, oh, sweet, we get to do something! And just immediately jump at the chance. This is to give you a taste of extended combat. But again, this is because of our fitting and because of our ammo. This is not what this is supposed to look like. Like, this is supposed to actually be kind of scary and, you know, like, intimidating because of how many... By the way, this just breaks my heart, seeing all these, like, salvageable wrecks that are just getting left. Yeah, because every one of those little 3 triangle marks you see are salvageable wreck. Oh, he's getting wrecked. Cool. You gonna turn into loot? Nope. Alright, so we got all the loot. Now you can look down here. Your mission objective has been achieved. The leader of the pirates is no more. Return to your agent for a reward. So, first thing to always make sure you do is return your drones. They don't just automatically return. I've seen some people go, oh, they automatically return. No, they don't. But let's just see how much we made. So, for that mission, not including bounties, we made 34,000 ISK. Okay, I mean, that's not bad. So 34,000 ISK. Go ahead and reload that. So we gotta think of that later. That is Jezzy. Game is happening today. There's no one here. Wife asked me to check and see if the LARP game's going today because apparently she showed up there and nobody's there. But yeah, so all this stuff here that we've got, which is just stuff we're gonna literally take and we're gonna go item hanger, item hanger, item hanger. Pull this over here, right click, sell items. We'll just see how much we can actually get out of it. And I'm just immediately selling. I'm not even like, I'm not even going to be worried about price fixes or anything like that. Because like it's going to give you a warning, like, hey, you're selling these really low. Are you sure you want to do that? Yeah. So we made an additional 9,000. Dear, I love you, but I'm trying to record. You can message him as well. Oh, she's a dork. So, now that our thing's been accepted and we've completed it, we click here, and we go, hey, I completed that mission. And she'll give us 163,000 ISK. So, I mean, not amazing, but then we go, okay. I'm gonna do one more mission. So let's just go ahead and look. I've not done security missions, so I don't know what all like we're gonna be getting into. After the 7, 1 of 5, the replacement. While I enjoy the tremendous service Capsuleers provide agents like me, I can't begin to count how many times I've been let down over the years by those lacking proper skills, judgment, diligence, or rudimentary attention span. It seems, what did she say? Oh, hey, look, a fly. Seems that the last few I hired provided an armed escort for a convoy of civilian transports has gone missing, probably lured away by a more lucrative job. I need you to head to the Autolair system, meet up with the convoy at once. If they're in any kind of trouble when you arrive, which they're going to be, please take care of it. So, 38,000 ISK, 44 loyalty points. Like, this one's not going to pay well. But this is a chain mission. See how it says 1 of 5? This will lead to bigger and better missions. So then we undock. Which, by the way, actually, let me show you guys some. So if you're out and about, anytime you've been in combat, do yourself a favor. Click here. Click repair all. So 1,000 of that ISK we just made goes to repairs. But you'll be more than happy that you did that. Because any drones or anything that got injured or anything like that you didn't have time to repair, right there you're going to be able to get them all repaired up, and then that way you don't risk the issue of, you know, oh man, like this about blew up.
Autopilot engaged.
We're just gonna cheat and use autopilot. So yeah, I'm really questioning whether or not we need this, or if I should just replace it with a capacitor booster. Or, I mean, it sounds so weird. Like, I'm looking at the fitting and going, you know, we're building an armor rep support unit, but we've got an additional turret slot. Like, if I get rid of that and just let the drones be the armor reps. I mean, we could be doing so much more damage. But at the same time, I do like the idea of being able to target people and repair them. But yeah, we're going to start this chain, and then I will continue it in the next video. Today will only be one video uploaded, because I will be, like I said, I'll be starting a job today, so... Oh, cool, I just noticed these kind of transform. Like, during warp, they lean in. That's kind of neat. So, and something you'll notice is that there's actually a, where is it? Transaction taxes. Like, they're not huge, but they are something to keep in mind. And then bounty prizes. We got another 165,000 ISK for killing all those guys as well. So all in all, that mission actually made us about 230,000 ISK. So if you're struggling to make ISK and don't want to do something as repetitive as mining, that would be a great way to make real quick ISK. And it's not like, and that didn't even take very long. Like, and you could do that in the original Capsuleer ship, the one that has the armor repair from the tutorial. You could do that. Would I recommend it? No, because it's going to take forever. just because of how spread out they were. But you could do it. It still baffles me. Can target within 53. So there's going to be bad things here. Oh, look, bad things. Oh, heaven forbid, I didn't realize there would be bad things. So wait till your warp goes off. As soon as it does, launch drones. Just start selecting targets. Message from the 7's team. Hey gang, it looks like second string of escorts has finally arrived. We're done with the transport, so we're going to get out of here. Take out this new trash so you can empty the rest of the convoy and catch up. Now, you're probably not supposed to be able to kill these initial 7 probe things. Yeah, in fact, I'm actually going to... I'm going to show you guys something. This is a really cool fact you can do. Okay, so, like... Turn off guns. Okay, so you see this probe? It's within range. We're going to webify it. We're going to look at it. So, now we've got it locked in place. Well, not locked in place, but a lot slower. Notice how much quicker it died. So then we're going to do the same thing for this one while we collect loot. And let our drones just basically eat everything. This last one I'll go ahead and fire on. You'll notice that, like, as soon as the drones got on him, he just instantly popped because of that. So, they didn't even really scratch our shields. Like, they took us into 8% shields. Like, that's nothing. Now, escort jobs are a thing that you can do. Like, there are actually players who will pay for an escort. Like, well, you look at this and you're seeing I'm doing this work for NPCs. There are actual players that will pay for escorts in and out of hazardous areas. Mainly because they have very valuable cargo. That they're going to want, you know, to be able to get paid for. And if they get ganked and killed, they're obviously not going to get paid for it. So, unfortunately, you know, they've already, like, decimated this ship, which... You can't even see the ship. So weird. I don't know if it just immediately evaporated after I killed... Oh, no. There was kind of the ship thing. But, you know, so, like, they've already decimated this ship, so whatever it was supposed to be transporting, they got away with that. That players do that kind of stuff. They will actually set up ganks and such to be able to jump other players. And so you could be a armed escort. Now, mind you, nobody's really going to hire an alpha to be an armed escort. Because they'll want, like, Covop cloaks and stuff like that, which allow you to stay hidden, you know, while you're warping around. Which, you know, basically allows them to move in and out of systems while not necessarily having issues, to say. Because if, you know, somebody realizes, oh, hey, you know, they've got an escort, you know, they're not going to be attacked, which is good. Like, that's usually a good thing. But there are some people that you want to use some things as bait. So to lure pirates to attack. And then you suddenly switch off your Covop's cloak like, hello! And, you know, then blow them up. Once again, we're going to go for another hour episode, apparently. Sorry these things are so long, but, I mean, that's kind of Eve. Like, if you have an hour a day, you notice, like, in 1 hour, this is what I've accomplished. You know, I've gotten 2 missions run, and we've talked a little bit. But This entire time, though, you know, we were training skills. Like, we are still getting skills going and getting us closer and closer to being able to use those armor rep drones. I wish we could use shield reps. Really, I do. Because shield repping is so much stronger. Just usually, anyways. Oh, I guess something I should mention here. Up here, non-capsuleer log-off timer. What does that mean? Well, basically, because you've been engaged in combat, if you were to just log off, like, say I didn't leave the mission area and I just logged off, my ship would physically stay in space until the until this minute-long log-off timer disappears. Now that I've noticed that little folding mechanic, I just love it. I just literally watching it unfold and such. But yeah, to the gentleman who was asking if he could join, if you'll just add my character, I'll get a notice down here. Make sure you set me as an ad. And we can run around and do missions together. I don't care. I've got comms and such if you want to be able to use those too. And if you don't, I mean, that's cool. We can just communicate in game, you know. But I got no problem running around with people. In fact, during the series, you'll probably see me either running around with Jezzy or with my friend who just started yesterday. So we're going to talk to her now. And we're going to go, hey, your buddies got blown up. We're going to complete the mission. Well done fending off those pirates. Some of them escaped, you say. So then if we request the next mission, she will then, you know, like, the next mission is, you know, go chase them down. Unfortunately, that's going to stay offered. And which, by the way, if you don't accept a mission within reasonable amount of time, a lot of times they actually get angry. Alright, so the 7, I was hoping it wasn't that particular gang again. While we're very grateful you managed to prevent most of the civilians from being kidnapped, there are still issues of the ones that were taken. They were warped away at the last encounter. We were able to track them down and obtain the coordinates of their hideout. I am prepared to grant you authority on behalf of the Roden shipyards to hunt these criminals. What do you say? Are you willing to help? 22,000 ISK, and again, you notice it doesn't pay very well. But we have to get 10 kidnapped citizens. Okay, so we have to go and collect these 10 kidnapped citizens. And we have to, it's done in Aldir. So, unfortunately, we're going to accept this, but I am going to end the recording here. So, I will upload this one today, and then the next recording will be uploaded tomorrow. So, you guys have a good night, and thanks for watching.